at the same time this year, a few months ago. And that would make a lot of sense if they somehow switched faces or something, got into each other's brains. There is what I thought would happen, where I wished would happen, an attack to take out one of the bases. But note that the carriers are now kind of trapped here. Although this is another great location for C to fight in. It's on high ground, and it's going to be hard for the Goliaths to get there in mass. Basically, they're going to be kind of channeled into there. There was there's the carrier that was locked down previously, and we're seeing that it doesn't have any interceptors either. That's not good. Now, we're going to see what happens with this nuclear silo. I'm not sure it's going to do too much. I mean, I guess maybe the base at the at the bottom left is the only thing it can nuke, pretty much. I don't know. Maybe you can get like 8 lockdowns down and a nuke on those carriers or something. I highly doubt that, though. Couple of ghosts around. I think they're to prevent harassment as much as anything from carriers. And that is pretty smart. Although just 2 of them there is not going to stop anything. It's not going to stop everything, rather. Not anything. It's going to stop some things. And, of course, it'll stop the Arbiters. That's very important, actually. Ghosts are incredibly effective against Arbiters. As Boxer actually made a Ghost against Free a long time ago in a game where Boxer won. Of course, it was near the end, and all he did was, like, lock down 1 Arbiter. But still, definitely can be a use for them. And, you know, this being a little bit of a goofy game, it's certainly great to watch. I mean, it's just certainly great to watch the units being used. Every single unit basically being produced. Obviously, with some exceptions, you know. Have not seen Disruption Web against Terran in such a long time. I wish we could see that. All right, there's those ghosts. And there's C. Hopefully he's not going to waste the High Templar. Oh, man, that would be really bad. He is now advancing 2 for locations. That's exactly what he needs to do. He's attacking in the middle and now in the main base. He's finally gotten the carriers over. I think some ghosts are going to come up and try to clean that out, though. And that could be really bad if they're within Goliath range still. Or maybe even within nuke range. Who knows? Looks like the science facility is taken down. And this is going to take a while to get into this base because of the turrets. I think C Shield needs to be really careful not to lose some of these Goliaths to ghosts. He needs to basically start retreating once the ghosts get in, because he just can't deal with them. Ghosts are very powerful, like I said, because they're hard to deal with. They could cloak up, and you're going to need observers in the area. Uh-oh, this is going to be bad. This could be bad. Looks like the observer, was that the one that was actually, what the hell? Did he, oh man, fail there, coming from, what's his face, Free. He locks down an interceptor. I've never even seen anybody do that before. Wow, that is like an uncommon mistake. You have to like purposely make that mistake almost. Pretty much an epic fail from Free there. Free GM. That's his full screen name. And this is a great job here coming from C Shield, I gotta say. He is playing damn well with these carriers, and he's really forcing the Terrans to walk around and fight everywhere. I think, in fact, he might win this game very quickly, partially due to the fact that Free has 0 ghost control. I don't know what the hell happened to those 5 or 6 ghosts. What the hell, C Shield? I mean, not C, Free. Where are the ghosts? I mean, they should be like 6 or 7 lockdown carriers right now, because each ghost, I believe, can get 2 lockdowns even. And what the hell? I mean, what is going on here? Oh man, this is such a failure. God, this is such a failure. There is a kind of a sad little ground attack, but most of the force have been wasted in various parts of the map by the Terrans, so it does look like Reach's team is going to win, despite falling behind at certain points. And wow, this is just surprising conclusion. In fact, I thought the Terran were quite far ahead. Leta is now going to have a very, very hard road ahead of him. But, of course, he's going to face off against the brilliant Luxury, who's going to chat to his girlfriend a little bit first. I don't know what he's saying. I'm so high right now. Look, I'm on national TV. And, oh, my God, what game is this? Oh, my God, is that a panda sitting next to me? No, so it looks like definitely we're going to see a victory here from the Protoss, I think. I mean, the main base of the Terrans wiped out. That means they're going to have huge problems with control, too. Not to mention, once those factories are taken out, they're not going to have factories. But they're also going to need to build supply depots and all those units. So, I mean, C Shield really turned the game around, I think. I got to give credit where it's due. That last few minutes was a very, very smart play from him. Very patient. There's the nuke. I have no idea where the nuke is. Oh, man, it's a nuke on where the carriers were. That would have been good if Leta had pulled it off, man. That would have been epic as hell. But obviously, even Luxury saw that, although perhaps he was hallucinating and thinking that was, I don't know, the evil eye or something on top of his carriers, and therefore he ran them away. I'm pretty sure he is completely stoned out of his mind at this point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is so mean. But it's true. It's true. You guys all know 100% of what I say about pro gamers is true. Reach really was, of course, you know, the one who saved those journalists in North Korea and saved the pirate against the Somalis. He has a 3-foot, you know what? He flies a jet fighter made out of biceps. All right. So it looks like we're going to see the Protoss finishing off all the factories. And really, the Terran has no chance at this point. Only the upper right is remains. I really thought they'd be able to do a better job against the main base of the Protoss. I thought they'd be able to just put the pressure on and defeat the Protoss once and for all, basically. Because I think they had more Goliaths, more powerful, you know, anti-air forces than the Protoss had Goliaths. I mean, you know, I just didn't think that they would be able to lose on a frontal assault, but it just never happened. We, of course, are seeing some stasis SCVs, man. That is to slow down the mining, of course. A little bit of a humiliation move, kind of free-esque, free versus fire bat hero-esque. Oh, recall of the carriers. Pretty sick move there. That is what everyone used to do, of course, back in like 2000, when everyone only, you know, no one could win until they got carriers. You know, back in that day, when they were just standard in every race matchup. And arbiters too, you know, just get your carriers and your arbiters, and you fight against the battle cruisers and lockdown and cloak rates. And that's where you used to do. But we're seeing, you know, a huge diversity of units in this game also. Certainly has been a fun game. I mean, I gotta say, the Protoss overall just played superior, I think. The Terrans were a little bit too passive. Their big attack was very good, though, at the upper right, but I'm surprised that they just didn't finish the Protoss off. I mean, I just didn't think there was enough in the way of the carry force. Only about 10 carriers when the upper right was completely dead, and the Terran had the opportunity to build tons, just absolutely max out on Goliaths if they had wanted to. And I think they did, but it just didn't work out. I don't know where the nuke is. It could be over some of these carriers once again. The observer doesn't know either. Oh, nice! That was a beautiful nuke there, I gotta say. Good job, Luxury. Just kidding. Not really Luxury's fault, I guess, because he did make sure the carriers weren't the ones getting nuked. Although, to be honest, he probably should have noticed that he should have checked the main bases, and he got nuked hard there. GG coming from the Terrans. So, what happened here is that Team Challenge, led by Reach, and joined by C, and pulled down only slightly by Luxury, wins the matchup. And Leta, Free, and by Great lose the game. Very, very fun 3v3 relay match here. Certainly worth watching. And hope you guys enjoyed this long game also on Andromeda, which is an excellent map, I gotta say. Excellent, absolutely excellent map. We're gonna be seeing a next matchup here. It is gonna be epic, of course. I believe it's going to be Savior versus Flash. Let me check. It is Savior versus Flash. I'm gonna save my voice a little bit, and then I'm going to come to see if Savior can defeat Flash and save his reputation. Say at least he destroyed somebody. Well, you could destroy a few people, but, you know, maybe get 10% of destroying everybody in 2009. It's going to be a good matchup.